It's a Moana folktale, the story of a new home. They came from the west, sailing along the last rays of the sun as they sparkled on the water. For 3 months they voyaged, marking their course by the sun during the day and by the stars at night. On board were men, women, and children of all ages, surrounded by the seeds, animals, and tools they would need to begin a new home on an island they were sure was out there. Cross-legged in the seat of honor, Matai Vasa, their master wayfinder, breathed in the salt of the air and turned his face to the wind. As he scanned the sea and sky, the curves of the waves and patterns of the clouds spoke to him in a language he knew better than any spoken one. His shell necklace shifted on his chest as he moved to adjust the sail. With the sun slipping below its zenith on the third day, Matai Vasa's keen eyes picked up a smudge, really just a slightly darker toned patch of air beneath some clouds to the south. His heart singing, he steered his people to the island floating beneath that shimmer, its tall green peaks bursting out of the water like a school of flying fish. Circling the entire island was a reef, the coral embracing the land like a mother's arms, shielding it from the rougher waters. Canoe after canoe slipped through the reef into the peaceful lagoon between the rocks and the beach, and Matai Vasa's people leapt to the shore, their faces aglow. As Matai Vasa climbed the sand, tiny seeds shook loose from his clothing, and the wind swept them along until they settled next to a ridge, to grow in time, under the sun and rain, into a banyan tree, its branches stretching wide, its roots digging deep. Just as the banyan tree flourished, so too did Matai Vasa's tribe, building their village on an inlet, clearing fields for their crops, harvesting fruit from the forest, and fishing in the lagoon. They named their new home Montunui, and although they loved it fiercely, they continued to hear the call of the sea. Year after year, young wayfinders studied at the sides of their mentors, learning how to understand the weather, name the stars, find the currents, and more. Everything Matai Vasa knew of the sea he passed on to his protege, the leader of the next generation of voyagers. And when it was time for the protege to set forth on his first journey, Matai Vasa passed along his shell necklace as well. From the shore, Matai Vasa and all the villagers watched as the younger man climbed aboard the boat and guided the crew out beyond the reef. A tingle of excitement ran through them. No one knew yet what adventures they would have, what new sights they would see, but they did know that no matter how far they sailed, the winds would carry them back home to Montunui.